Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our XCOM 2 War of the Chosen Let's Play. So we're finally back on the Avenger after our long stay in Novgorod, but I've already taken care of getting a few things started here. The Resistance Ring is under construction with one of our engineers helping out on that, so it'll get done a little bit quicker. The Guerrilla Tactics School is only 2 days out from being completed, and what else? Oh, I've increased the voice volume for you guys, so the various people talking should be a little bit louder now, but the game volume is going to stay the same so that you can still hear me over the music and the explosions and things like that. And so with that, let's head to the bridge where we're going to get a nice lengthy cutscene.
Sounds to me like they're afraid. You dare defile this place with your wretched tongue? Oh, I dare. Our children. Each of you possess our strength. Each of you possess our wisdom. Of all our creations, you are truly blessed. Your charge was a simple one. The subjugation of those who would see our grand design falter. We have been pleased. Until now. Our greatest asset has been lost, stolen from us, while our strongest did nothing. We are disappointed. Thought you were the strongest. You have walked among the humans for too long. You have been corrupted. You can be reclaimed. Yet perhaps you may also be redeemed. Perhaps you all may be redeemed. A greater battle lies ahead. Our time on this world draws to a close, yet we need not abandon it completely at our departure. For one among you is surely ready to claim this world as their own. One among you is worthy. Return what was lost to us. To the one that exceeds our everlasting favor, to the others. You are the chosen. Do not fail us. Now go.
Commander, we've just made contact with a new faction of the Resistance known as the Reapers. They're an elusive bunch, but this is their headquarters. We can scan at this location now to start benefiting from our newfound cooperation.
So this is the
Okie doke.
commander. Dragonova spoke highly of you and the rest of your team. Trust me, that does not happen often. You are all welcome here. I will admit I had some concerns with this alliance of yours, but from what I hear, this skirmisher, Mox, was captured protecting one of my own. Reapers have long memories, Commander. We will honor our end of the deal.
Okay, so after all that, we have now located the Reaper base, and we can effectively use that as sort of a base of operations of our own to scan the area. And they'll help us hunt down this particular Chosen, which will eventually lead us to the rescue of Praetor Mox as well. So let's continue.
Your tenacity could prove your undoing, Commander. If you would seek a fight with me, I hope you are truly ready to match my skills.
Who gave her one of our walkie-talkies? How is she talking to me? Anyways, Commander, the Resistance has informed us that one of the Chosen, Mordena, has claimed control of nearby regions. If we go on missions in this area, there's a good chance they will try to defend their territory. So she may show up in missions that we do in Asia. And that's her little, like, board game piece, I guess. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick. Damn it. No, we're not going to do that. We're actually going to go up here, and we are going to scan the Special Forces thing, because that'll give us a free leveled soldier. This will give us 3 rookies, but we need to, you know, level them up into proper troops. This guy, or girl, will already have, you know, at least 1 level, potentially 2 or more. So we want to go here. We'll finish that. By that time, Resistance communications will be done researching, and we'll be able to make contact with New India and figure out what's happening at that black site there. We'll also have our guerrilla tactics school done, so we'll be able to start training some of our rookies up into proper soldiers without actually sending them into the field first. And there may be other things we can do there as well. And then the Resistance ring will start letting us send people on missions that we don't actively have to command. We'll just kind of send them off with one of these new Resistance factions, and they'll come back with XP or new skills, things like that. So let's head up here. Yes, I'm sure, because that was a misclick. I didn't intend to do that. And let's scan this thing. And this will probably be the first okay, I'll finish that thought in a second. Let's go to the facility. Okay, so it's got workout stuff. That's great. So what we want to do here is we want to basically assign somebody to be trained here. Now we have a few options. Who do we want to assign? I'm going to put Herman in here. He was one of our candidates for a potential squad leader. So I'd rather he get leveled before these other people who are going to have support roles. So for example, Lucy is going to be a marksman, Fyodor is going to be a heavy weapons guy, Aiko is going to be sort of like a shinobi type character, melee focused. Zhang was another heavy weapons person, and Sophia was a medic. So again, Herman being the squad leader here, I think he should get leveled first. And because we're using the RPG mod, there's only 1 class he can be leveled into, which is Soldier. This works just like if he were to see combat. He'll level up to Soldier class, get 2 random abilities assigned to him, and then from there we get to pick and choose whatever we want as he goes. Let's see, there's also new combat tactics we can research. We can do squad size 1. We have all the requirements for this. We have the supplies. It also requires that you have somebody ranked sergeant, but Cap is currently a sergeant, so we're good there. But this will allow us to bring 5 people on missions rather than 4, so let's do it. And then we'll need somebody to hit captain before we can do this next one. But that probably isn't too far off. I'm sure there'll be a couple missions, and then, you know, boom, we've got a captain. So back to the globe. And let's continue scanning. So as I was saying, this will probably be our first commenter submitted character, because all of my...
Just as you are driven to free your people from the perceived oppression of the elders, the burden of honor instilled upon me since my creation drives my service to the gods, regardless of their intention.
Don't you have something better to do? Like, is she just like sitting there and like kind of like waxing poetic at us from her base or whatever? Anyways, this will be our first commenter submitted character, because all of the Patreon characters are in already. And this will be the first character, the first like random generated character that we get. So they'll be the first one I base off of you guys.
Was a success, Commander.
Cool. Let's choose a new one.
Commander, if we intend on discovering the purpose of the chip we extracted from you, we'll need to conduct the appropriate research as soon as possible.
Alright, so although conceptually the idea of establishing a radio-based communication system for the purposes of organizing a resistance movement is nothing new, harkening back to any number of Earth's previous wars, what we hope to accomplish here is still no small task. Yeah, because it's not just about, like, encrypting your signals. If they can track where it's coming from or where it's sending to, that's just as bad as them knowing what the message is, if not, you know, worse, because it doesn't matter if they know exactly where to find you, and we can't be found. That's not a good thing. So the aliens are particularly adept at detecting our signals with a vast array of technology and resources at their disposal. However, working in close collaboration with Chief Engineer Shen, we've begun to salvage some of the aliens' own communications equipment from within the Avenger itself. From studying the surviving log files, we've discovered an astounding number of of simultaneous communications being distributed through their network at any given time. This has proven to be the key of our proposed solution. With so much traffic flowing through the alien network, it should be relatively easy for us to disguise our own transmissions among theirs. Using the Avenger as our central hub, we can establish a communications network linking resistance outposts across around the globe. Every new contact we establish should organize and strengthen the movement as a whole. Okay. So now we can start making contact with other resistance sites. Again, New India will probably be the first one with that black site. We can now make a comm center as well, so we'll want to do that eventually.
The science team has grown particularly interested in this field of research, so much so that their inspiration could lead to vast improvements in our research efficiency. However, we must act fast. Despite their brilliance, they are a fickle group.
Okay, so we have potentially sped up this particular research here. What does this do? It's going to take 7 days. It costs us 1 day to cache, but we have that. So, having recently discovered an alien data cache storing valuable enemy intelligence, I can dedicate my team's resources to decrypting the files and ensuring that we recover the large amount of intel stored within. So we can do that. We can do alien biotech and figure out what the hell was this thing embedded in the commander's head. We can do resistance radio to improve our communications. I'm going to do this. This is more important right now. I don't even know what this is going to lead to be honest, so I'm just going to go here. This is going to be quicker anyways.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Commander, we can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. We can make contact with them as well, and we will as soon as we're done scanning this, because we may as well finish what we started. But this is obviously quite important, because we need to know what they're doing there. So let's continue here. Alright, so we got a new soldier. Ignore the name. Again, they're going to be customized with one of the characters submitted in the comments. So we'll hit OK. And I thought our resistance ring was done. Apparently it was not. Let's fly over to New India then.
Our next operation will put us right in the middle of chosen territory, Commander.
Whoops.
There's a good chance they'll show up to interfere, so we should plan accordingly.
No, we want to go here.
After we pay the initial intel cost to make contact, we'll have to scan the region for a few days before the local resistance cell comes out of hiding. Once we find them, we'll be up and running in the new region. Commander, using intel collected so far, we've managed to locate a resistance cell operating out of this region. It'll take us some time to scan for their exact position, though.
You just said that. God. Alright, so we're going to start making contact here. Herman's training will finish in that time, as well as our research and our construction. So we'll have a lot of events here.
Establish local regional contact.
Commander, the factions you have contacted are well equipped to track down the Chosen. Their knowledge will be invaluable in helping XCOM locate and eliminate these threats.
Okay, so these are really important, as you guys will see.
We'll need to send our own soldiers
people
out
ever
to
shut
work
up.
with the resistance factions to complete these covert actions. They'll be gone for a few days, but this will help us build influence with the resistance while generating material support.
Alright, so commander of the faction is gonna... Oh, he just said that, never mind. Yeah, so the way these work is you essentially assign soldiers to them, they go off and do something passively, like you're not really involved in it, and then they come back with whatever reward and potentially intel or completing some objective that advances the quest. So we're not going to hunt her yet. I don't have a sergeant to spare on this, so we're going to have to wait a little bit there. Gathering supplies isn't super critical to our operation right this second, but we can do this with effectively anybody. And it looks like if we wanted to level up a hacker, we could put them in this slot and then anybody in that slot. I am more interested right now in trying to rescue Pretal Mox, or at least finding his location so that we can do that. So let's see who we want to put in here. I'm going to send... this is tricky, because I don't want to completely deplete our forces. So... I'll send Fyodor, and I will send Lucy. Lucy will get a promotion. I don't think he will, but he should get some XP from this. She gets a guaranteed promotion, though. So they'll be gone for a little while, but she'll come back as a squaddie rather than a rookie. So make that happen. Begin.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
Would you like to assign them there? No, because we want them doing something else. So let's go to here. I think what I'd like to do next is start clearing out this debris and getting ready to build another power generation thingy, because we're getting pretty close to our maximum here, and I don't want to hit it and then have to wait for something important because we need to build power first. So let's just kind of preempt it by clearing this out and we'll get it ready. I'm hoping that we... Shut up.
How about these chosen, huh?
Yeah, ironic. I'm hoping that through just these three, we will have enough power to build everything else that we need. These two will supply us with quite a bit, but it may not be enough for everything. So I'm thinking an additional one here will be enough, and we'll start with that one because we need to clear it anyways. And then with the exposed coils, these will give us additional power on top of whatever we build there. So yes, go ahead and clear that out. This will give us more supplies than the one to the top left as well. Wait, did that happen instantly? Oh, I thought that took time. Right, well, let's start with the power relay then. We have the supplies for it.
Power relay construction initiated.
And she's going to help speed that up. So it's only going to take us 6 days to do it now. But that will get done a little bit more quickly. Then we'll have a little bit more cushion on our power and we can start building other things. Alright, so back to the map. Maybe we can actually get some stuff done now. Let's continue trying to make contact.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however, ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations, war games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
Okay, so we need to autopsy an Advent officer's corpse. Now, this is a little bit different from the vanilla game because I don't think the Advanced Warfare Center exists in War of the Chosen. So we can no longer make the skulljack, which we would need to skulljack an officer and get the data. So now we just need to examine this corpse. So they've simplified it a little bit for us, which is great, because that was always kind of a pain in the ass.
The advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
With little time to prepare, we were forced to conduct an extremely invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant carefully enmeshed within the occipital lobe. Although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal, concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with little alternative. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. As for the chip itself, my initial findings are alarming to say the least. The device is psionically driven by the latent energy of the subject's brain, in this case, the commander. More importantly, it appears that the device functions as both a transmitter and receiver, relaying information via some form of psionic link. Even after removal, I've had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic fields surrounding the implant itself for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in Advent's operations than we could have possibly imagined. Okay, so that allows us to build the infirmary now, which can remove negative traits from characters like we got on Alexis way back in episode 1, so this will be very important for us. On the next one, I say let's just do the next thing they want us to do, which is the autopsy. We already have the corpse.
Appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
Okay.
I must admit, having success.
Shut up, Tygan. Alright. Making contact.
Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been quiet lately. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Enjoy it while it lasts.
We plan to. Our water purification
Massive
system-
signal coming from the Advent network tower. It's global. Sir, I think you want to see this. Fellow citizens, for 20 years, the Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world. Under our stewardship, our cities prosper, our people flourish, and our world heals. And yet, among us, there are still those who would refuse to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved
Multiple radar contacts on approach to Haven Alpha 7.
That must end. Even as I speak to you today,
You've got incoming on approach.
Your signal's breaking up.
Outlying territories to end this scourge once and for all.
They're right on top of you.
Losing you, Avenger.
Raise them again.
We will ensure your continued safety and well-being throughout this crisis.
Get your people out of there.
With your cooperation, we will overcome these radical elements and usher in another 20 years of peace and prosperity.
They don't stand a chance. Commander, we should get a squad ready to deploy.
Commander, we have a squad ready to move on the Resistance Haven currently under siege by the aliens. Give the word and we'll move out.
Okay, well, obviously we need to do something about this. It is possible that Mordena will show herself in this, because we are operating in her area of influence, so we'll need to be ready for anything here.
Setting course for west.
We'll almost certainly come across at least one faceless as well, potentially more. So that'll be fun. Okay, so who does it want me to deploy? First of all, let's clear all this out, and I'm going to decide for myself. For whatever reason, if I leave them just as default, they never show up anyways. So, Cap, what's your will looking like? He's ready to go. He's not tired or anything, so we'll bring him. What are our other options? You're too fatigued, as is Bones, so we're not going to bring them along. We'll bring Elena, though. She's ready to go. Herman could come. We'll bring Yuri. He's got more than 100% will, so that seems like a good idea. Herman, we'll bring you too. We need to get you properly equipped, though. When they level up, they change their loadout for some reason. Outrider, you can come. And let's see, who's our last choice? You haven't been customized yet, so I'm not going to bring you along. I guess it's going to be a rookie. I think I'm going to bring Sophia. I'd like to get her leveled up and make her into a proper medic. She has a med kit, but, you know, obviously we want to get her the drone that can remote heal, so she doesn't need to run to the person. Let's change your loadout. Where's that G36 that you had? Where, oh, where is it? There it is. Is there a difference in these? Let's see, 3 to 5, 3 to 5, no. So I'll give him the carbine then. I like the look of it better. Secondary weapon was going to be a pistol. I don't think he's going to need a gremlin for anything, so I will give him a... It says he already has a pistol equipped? That's not right. Take a sword for now. Don't need tracer rounds on you. Take smoke grenades and frag grenades. We can only have one grenade type. Apparently smoke grenades don't count as grenades, but flashbangs do. So I can bring a frag and a smoke grenade, or a flashbang and a smoke grenade, but not a flashbang and a frag. Not going to bring any ammo. We have no need of it. So can I give him a pistol? Why can't I give him a pistol? It says he already has one, but he definitely doesn't. Hollow targeter. God, I don't know. Just take a gremlin then. I don't know what he'll use it for, but he'll use it. Sure, why not? And that looks to be everything we need, so let's go ahead and deploy.
Just hit one of the resistance outposts hard. There may be survivors, but that's a best case scenario. We're going in to secure the site. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
Alright, here we go. Let's do this.
Menace 1-5. Hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent
Roger
came
that.
in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
God damn it, Central, just shut up. Alright, we need to start moving forward. I have no idea where we were supposed to be headed, but this appears... Nope, okay, there's quite a bit of map that way, never mind. And, okay, there's quite a bit of map that way, too. So we're basically dead center of the map off to one side of it. I'm just going to push straight through the middle, and we'll figure out the rest as we go. But we're going to need to be pretty aggressive here, because our people are going to be getting killed the entire time we're moving to rescue them, so really no time to waste. Oh, okay. Hello. That's a sectoid and a grunt from the look of it. So let's start moving people into position to deal with that. Okay, 50 and 32, neither of those are great. We're never going to be able to get a flank on them either. Let's see, Outrider can push up to there. Is she going to have any luck from here? I mean, that's a better angle, I would think, than like this. Let's get her to here.
I'm on the move.
They won't know she's there, so she's not particularly vulnerable. 68 and 55. I mean, that's better than we've seen so far. That's not cover, nor is that for some reason. So, Sophia, I'm going to run you this way.
Copy 3-5.
The chances of you getting a shot in are pretty slim anyway, so we'll get you over there and maybe you can distract them for us. That would be flanked, but yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Really? I guess the sectoid would be able to see him. So, do I want to be that aggressive? I don't know. I mean, he could stab the guy. He's got a knife, so we could run him in there and just hope that through all these characters we have enough suppressive fire to make the sectoid think twice. I just don't see a lot of great positions for him. I mean, we could go here.
Agreed.
I don't want to get bogged down too much, though. We can't take a bunch of turns dealing with these guys. So Outrider, you got 68 on the grunt, 55 there. What are you looking at? 50 and 39, so that's pretty much no. 50 and 32. How far can you get a frag? Let's see. If you toss one of these, we could get the grunt. We definitely can't get both, but that would be a guaranteed kill. So I'm thinking frag the grunt and then take a shot at the sectoid with Outrider and then put Herman into Overwatch in case this guy decides to move. Okay. 33, again, not likely to hit. We'll Overwatch instead. Outrider, 55%, see what you can do. Well, she hit. Didn't do enough to kill, though. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, really. And now she's revealed. But that's okay. I mean, the rest of our squad already was, so. 39. Can you get a frag over there? I probably shouldn't be wasting so many frags this early. There's no point. It wouldn't kill him anyways. I mean, blowing up his cover would certainly help. And it could be useful forcing him to flee in front of that Overwatch. Huh. It's an interesting proposition there, but using up our grenades so early could cost us. And I'm honestly more concerned about them shooting at civilians than at us. So I'm just going to go into Overwatch here.
I got you covered.
And see what he decides to do. Looks like he's going to target us. Gonna try to mind control somebody. Oh, we resisted. Good, but it did cause a panic. So he's gonna... Apparently he didn't take too kindly to that. His panic was to charge in and shoot the damn thing, or at least try to. Oh, well, there's somebody down. God, there's sectoids everywhere on this map. This is gonna be rough. And there's another grunt there too. Okay, so he's panicked. We don't have control over him, but we can get in here for a potential flank. I'm worried about pushing too far in that direction, though, because we don't know what's out here. And so, while he's covered against the sectoid, we don't know if there's anything else out there that could shoot him. Yuri, let's get you to the rock. And that's not a terrible shot if we have to take it. Sophia, I can actually get you flanking him as well.
Solid copy, 3-9er.
That's just as dangerous, though, because, again, we have no idea what's in that direction. Is that going to be enough to do it? If she hits for max damage, it will be. Nice, she critted. Even better.
Take it.
And that was enough to promote her. Cool. So she's squatty now. We can turn her into a proper medic. As much as I'd like to rescue that person this turn, I guess I could run him there. He'd be in cover, and that would give us control over that person to get them out of the way. Let's do that.
Copy.
Although, we're probably going to aggro another pod and cause all sorts of trouble here. Yeah, I thought as much. But at least now they're after us, not the civilians. So I guess that sort of works in our favor. Cap. I can control you again, that's great. I might want to rescue that person. Where did the other civilian go? Oh, did they just disappear off the map? Okay. Well, that's helpful. Outrider. Is there any decent cover I can get you behind? Not really. 75. That's actually pretty good. 75%. I wonder if you'd have a better chance from here. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Apparently she's got flanks on both from there. So the question then becomes, does she kill the grunt or does she damage the sectoid? Because she can't kill the sectoid.
Move.
So we'll get you out of there. You can actually shoot the sectoid from where you're at. I might leave him out in the open for a chance to kill right here. And you've got a 12%, so that's completely useless. I'd like to move you up further, but I guess get up to there since you're kind of out of the fight where you are. Between the two of them, we can kill the sectoid, and they're the only two left. The problem is I can't also kill the grunt, so that leaves him wide open to be shot if I leave him here. I could also push him to there, which would force them to move, but then, of course... you know what? He can run and gun. I think this is the time where we have to use it.
Push up!
So if I move him there, he's got flanks on both. Go ahead and do that.
Watch your step.
That gets you into full cover and closer to these two civilians over here. 71%. You know what? Did Outrider have a better shot? 81. Yeah, you take your shot first. Because if she misses, then I'm going to have Cap shoot at the grunt. And at least we'll get one enemy off the board. Yeah, so if that happens, then I may as well take the kill. Because we're not killing the sectoid either way. So at least that's one less turn, or one less attack they get on us. Oh, come on, guys.
Damn it!
That's going to really hurt. And we wasted our running gun for that, too. But that was a pretty good opportunity. You're going to nuke a civilian, probably. What are you doing? Trying to mind control someone? Did you resurrect one of this dead civilians, maybe? And what are you up to? Looks like he's trying to get a shot on Herman, maybe. Nope, gonna turn around and fire at a civilian. Luckily, that missed. Thank God. Alright, our turn. Right? Okay. Let's see. You got a 60%er right there. I'd have to move you there, but you're still considered flanked. What's flanking you? Is there other aliens we don't know about? I need to rescue all these people as well. That wouldn't be a terrible move. That would get another person out. Why was that considered flanked? I guess there's got to be somebody out here. Because he wouldn't be considered. I mean, maybe from that angle. I don't know. But let's get you out of there.
Clear. Go.
And neither of those shots are very good. But we'll decide what to do with you later. If I push Yuri to here, does he have a shot on that grunt? 75, that's pretty good. He's got covered though. 37, that's not great. Is that through squad sight? There's really no good place to move her from here either. Let's put you here.
I copy Whiskey 10.
And you can try to hit the sectoid. I might just run you to there. Get that person out of here though, because the sectoid might try to kill them. But I might be better off overwatching you from that position. And then Herman can still move. There's somebody in here, but they're probably safer than anybody else. Let's see. That would get you in flanking position of him. But no idea what the sectoid would be able to do. Let's get you to here. 86%. That's pretty damn good. Alright, so he's off the board. Cap. 27's not going to do anything for you, so I'm going to shift you. None of those are very good. Like that's considered flanked. That's out of his range, but if he jumps down, that won't be the case. I mean, either way, let's just try to get as many people out as we can. Okay, so that's 4. We're gonna put you in Overwatch and just see what the sectoid decides to do. And Maybe I should do the same with you as well. Yeah, we'll just go into Overwatch.
Watching comes naturally.
30%, may as well.
Line them up.
Oh, there's our faceless. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be real fun. Like right on top of us too.
We've heard rumors about some kind of shapeshifters. I'm guessing this is it.
It is a remarkable species. If only we had some means of containment.
Don't even think about it.
Uh-oh.
That was no accident.
Oh, crap. Luckily, these two are actually covered against her. There's our zombie. 3 damage. Not what I wanted my Overwatch to go to, but fine. Elena, you are not doing very well so far. It's going after the cap. Alright. So we have to deal with the sectoid this turn to get rid of that zombie and to save her from mind control. Honestly, I'd rather focus my fire on the faceless, but obviously that's not really a choice that we have at the moment. Could you... You have to be like right on top of the person. Unfortunately, we don't have an ability to like run, dash, and then stab something, because that would be really helpful. Let's get you into cover there. Oh crap, she was overwatched? I did not realize that. That sucks. And of course our medic is the one that's hostile right now. Let's see what we can do. She needs to reload first, so let's make that happen.
Reloading.
And what are we looking at? 85, 37. So she needs to move to do anything.
I will go.
Herman, if we get you there, what's your shot look like? 78. That's pretty good. Ooh, got the crit too. So we just need to do what? 2 damage at this point? That actually... Oh, he gained some ability points. Okay. Didn't level him up. If I get you to there, what kind of shot will you have? Oh, it's not going to show me. I wish I could see percentages from here. I'll move him to here, and we'll take a look. It's probably not going to be great. But, if that fails, then we'll just turn around and shoot the zombie.
Move up.
Okay, what are we looking at? 84, 29. So that's not very good. Yeah, make sure that isn't a threat to you.
Good kill. Give me an ammo.
Sorry,
count.
Zivy. 48%. Now, we could frag the damn thing. Unfortunately, there's somebody in there. So that makes this difficult. I mean, there's a way that we could do it. That wouldn't kill the civilian inside. So I think we kind of have to. It's guaranteed to kill, so yeah.
Careful.
It's the only way I can ensure that it happens this turn. So she's free of mind control. The civilian's still alive, although needs to be very careful about getting caught on fire. You're probably going to want to put some distance between you and that faceless, I would wager. We also could use you to maybe go heal our Russian friend Yuri over there. So let's retreat you back to here.
Solid copy, Whiskey 28.
And 70% on the big guy. 3 damage. That was the least she could have done. At least it was something. And he regenerated 2 of them, so it did 1 damage. Oh, man. Are you going after the civilian? I feel bad, but honestly, that's... Oh, no, it's going after... Yuri? Oh, going after Herman with the extra reach he's got. Yikes. 6 damage there. Holy hell. Okay, this got ugly real quick. 74%. We should maneuver you into better cover first. Let's get you around behind the thing.
Understood.
Get you closer to the medic as well. 90%. Go ahead and light it up. 4 damage. Alright. Chipping away. One more solid hit will do it. One more minimum hit will require us to take another shot, though. Let's see. Outrider. What are you looking at from where you are? 87. That's pretty good. And it's 3-4. No. Her gun's a little bit wimpy, to be honest. It does less damage than an assault rifle does. Let's see. Might want to just get Herman behind something and then shoot it. Let's get you to here. That's pretty decent cover.
That's affirmative.
Go ahead and fire, and then if we have to, we'll have Cap finish it. 4 damage, so yeah, Cap will need to take a shot. 74 from where you're at. If we get you there, a pistol shot would probably be 100%.
Up this way.
So, 95 with the pistol, but it's guaranteed to kill. There you go.
Kill.
Alright, Outrider, let's get you... Oh, let's not run you through a flame. I'll move you to here and put you in Overwatch.
I won't let them past.
Okay, and let's get you over to Yuri.
Recharging.
I'll have you heal him, and then we'll move from there. Alright, things have quieted down a little bit. So, Sophia, I need you to use your 1 med kit on Yuri.
I've got your back.
And that'll do most of his HP healed. Can you heal with that thing? I don't think you can. Yeah, so we need to be very careful with Herman, but he had 3 HP left, Yuri only had 2, so it felt like it was a better use on him. Where would the remaining aliens be? There's 1 left on the map. So Cap, move to the tree.
It would seem
And
Advent has begun deploying their so-called priests into combat. Their implants provide significant enhancements to whatever latent psionic energy they may have once possessed.
Alright, well, apparently there was more than 1 enemy, so what is that referencing then? Does that mean there's 1 more, faceless, maybe? Let's see, I don't like the idea of putting her there because she will be flanked if they move up. But I do want somebody to rescue that person, so it might have to be Yuri, since he can kind of move through that zone. And then push up to, like, the porta potty or something for better cover. Wonder if we can get a frag in there. But either way, let's get this person rescued.
Don't call me Chief.
That puts us at 5 out of 6, so we're almost at the objective. And then potentially... Oh. I was going to say, I guess because that was his full movement, but he obviously used some of his movement. So we'll get you to there,
Come on.
just so that you're protected. Might move Outrider to there, or maybe here. I don't know where to put you. I guess I can move you there as well. Herman, I'll get you moved up to there.
Okay.
I really hope that's not a faceless. Otherwise, we're going to pay for it with one of our characters' lives.
We've secured a civilian contact.
Oh, I guess that was close enough. Okay. You could kill the grunt with a well-placed grenade. You could actually destroy both of their covers and potentially wound the other one. Do that. Okay, so that one's dead, this one's wounded, and no longer has cover. Cap, you don't have a shot from there, though. Let's see. Really? You can't see? Okay, from right there you can see the target. I might have to leave her out in the open to take this shot, and it's going to be a pretty impossible shot as well, but I'm going to try it.
Volk says I am to obey.
And if anything, if it's really bad, we'll overwatch her, because that enemy has to move, but this is pretty good, 80%. Nice.
Return to your gods.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed.
Whew,
We're
thank
not
God.
picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear.
I guess that meant one more alien pod. So that was pretty easy, only 8 out of 8, and the Chosen didn't show up there. I was, pretty glad for that, so, could have been worse, definitely, but we did get 2 wounds there. And we rescued a lot of people. I only remember seeing one civilian die. But maybe, yeah, 12 out of 13, so we got all but one. And whatever this item is, we'll find out. I'm going to play around with the mission photo and try to memorialize our first Haven defense. And I'll let you guys see the end product, but I'm not going to show you guys the entire process. Alright guys, so here's the photo I went with. It's the same layout as we had in the hangar. But I just wanted to like capture this and get everybody in there. I feel like it fits everybody's kind of style pretty well. You know, Outrider in the back there, not even facing the camera or anything. And yeah, so there's our picture. Let's go ahead and get back to the Avenger.
As long as there's even one Reaper left standing, you can bet they're still in the fight. Finger on the trigger.
Man, that was pretty rough. So we got 2 gravely wounded and only 1 promoted out of that. But let's go ahead and get her leveled up. What are her 2 random abilities? So damn good ground, not going to be particularly useful for her, but not useless. And plus 10 will is always nice. Again, there's probably better things that she could have gotten there. Alright, so we'll make sure she's properly outfitted with a gremlin that can heal people and whatnot for the next episode or the next mission. There we go. And let's see, I think it said you were tired. Apparently Cap just doesn't wear out. He's gone on every mission so far and he's still good to go here. It looks like these two are building up a little bit of rapport, so you might want to run them in the same squad or something. We'll see. So 12 civilians rescued. We got a balanced, or excuse me, not balanced, an advanced autoloader, which, let's see, auto reloads 1 ammo per turn to a maximum of 6. That's pretty handy. That would be great on one of our heavier guys, maybe on Cupcake. And then this gives plus 10 aim on a blade. We don't have anybody currently using a blade, but eventually we will. And we got a bunch of corpses and stuff. So we'll need to autopsy one of those.
Hello, Commander.
Alright, so the Resistance in West Asia is grateful for your efforts to repel the aliens' retaliatory strike. With XCOM's ongoing protection, the Resistance will continue to flourish. Alright, and that's where we're going to leave it for today, right at the end of the month. Well, actually, I don't know if it's not the end of the month, clearly, but our first supply drop anyway. And we've got a ton of other stuff to do. It's finally going to let us kind of break out of the constant exposition. At least it's starting to, so I'm looking forward to that.
Might be more
Central.
Average trooper, but I doubt our forces will have any trouble bringing in a test subject for Tigan to look at, especially since he's not asking for a live one. There's not a whole lot that surprises me these days, but I'm definitely curious to see if the chip we pulled from the commander really is connected to the ones Advent's been using in their captains.
You done, Central? Are you sure? You done? I'm going to see if I can turn that off. But anyways, we're going to leave it here for today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and customize that new soldier that we picked up. And I'll give you guys the full background and everything on that character so you actually get to see you know, everything, and it just doesn't happen to be a character that we add in there that you never actually get to get any detail on. So your characters will get their own quick little spotlight when they're added, just so you guys actually get to see them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some XCOM 2 with you, and I really look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.